Two of the world's most powerful leaders are looking at living for a very long time. As Bloomberg points out, a hot mic catching Russia's President Putin and China's President Xi Jinping discussing living until 150 or even forever, all thanks to organ transplants. The two leaders, joined by North Korea's Kim Jong-un, a very physically fit person himself, meeting in China celebrating the end of World War II.
Now, this rare behind-the-scenes moment between the two 72-year-olds heard Putin saying, quote, "With continuous advances in biotechnology, human organs can be continuously transplanted. The longer you live, the younger you become, and you can even achieve immortality." President Xi responding, some predict that in this century, humans may live to 150 years old.
This comes after President Trump accused the three leaders of conspiring against the United States. In a Truth Social post, the president said, in part, "May President Xi and the wonderful people of China have a great and lasting day of celebration. Please give my warmest regards to Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un as you conspire against the United States of America."
Now, President Putin responded to these comments saying he has a good relationship with Trump, that they go by a first-name basis, and that everyone supported the Alaska meeting and an end to the war in Ukraine. Putin is making a joke out of President Trump. He always is. But since the Alaska meeting, what has changed? Can you list the things that have changed? Can you list how Trump has ended the war with Ukraine? You can't. There's nothing that changed. And now he's going over
straight into the serious stuff.
I want to joke about it, but I want to say this is a mockery. So we can go back and talk about living forever. We'll circle back to me being serious. Okay, I'm bursting the bubble too soon.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. There's an obsession with immortality when you have people this powerful and they want to live forever so they can continue to dictate in their countries.
I fully support selling your organs. I think you should be allowed to do so, legally speaking. The problem is that Putin and Xi are authoritarians, so that raises the question of, like, are they going to just take people's organs because they're dictators? So that's not good.
Exactly. And, I wish you could just pick who lives forever, like people who have moral standing, but I know you would hate
like
that.
Our
right?
dear president. I don't want these guys. I don't want these three to live.
I'm sure you guys talked about President Trump's health recently, right?
Evil.
When I've been gone, you guys had to be talking about his
He's
health.
fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, just the swollen ankle.
He'll live forever.
So he needs to consider some of these. He needs
God.
to be the fourth person in this conversation.
Look, we're doing our best to get peace in Russia, Ukraine. I don't know if it's going to work. If it doesn't, then the country's just going to resume war and be conquered, and no one has any other ideas.
You know what stuck out to me? This is the first time that all three of these leaders have been together, and I think at this time, in this moment, while Russia is, kind of bullying, or Putin is kind of bullying President Trump, it's sending a bigger message to the world, the kind that I was telling you about, that the U.S. will back down to dictators, and they're standing there as three of them all together.
Well, if we bully Putin, if we sanction, if we align Europe against him, it's going to drive him even more into Xi Jinping's arms. Right?
Yeah, and in the arms already. I mean, nothing changes. So
that's why we want to have a
nothing.
good relationship with them to draw them out of that alliance. This is a very dangerous alliance. China is the true threat, and I want friendlier relationship with Russia so that they're not part of this axis of evil with China and North Korea, which are truly despotic regimes.
Well, Russia's already doing what it wants. And so we saw all the European leaders at the White House saying, we don't want this. We don't want them to keep moving forward. We want a ceasefire. And so nothing is going in the way.
Catch more flies with honey than vinegar, Lindsey.
That is what you're saying? No, we need to vinegar all those sanctions and go back to plan A, because plan B also is the disaster. You got to admit now. I think I left for a week, came back, and nothing changed about what Putin did. And that's disrespectful after our president flew all the way to Alaska to solve this, and nothing was solved.
Well, they're still negotiating. It's still going to take a while. And maybe nothing will come of it. We'll see.
Okay, well, should we be trying to make AI more politically neutral? And is that even possible? That's next in My Lens. Stick around.